ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon.
How different do the Rams look? But just with Sean McVay as opposed to the offense the last few years we played them.
I don't think they look crazy different. I think it's still the same people. They're still doing motions with Tavon, trying to get him on screens. Obviously, they still trying to use Todd Gurley in every form and fashion, whether it's in the backfield or pass game. So from that standpoint, not much.
Gurley's our leading receiver as well as rusher. Just how dangerous is he in every facet of their offense?
You just got to know where he's at. They're handing him the ball off, and then they're starting to get him out on. I think he checks down a lot to Gurley, and then he runs seams out of the backfield. So I think you just got to know where he's at, know that they're trying to get him the ball, trying to get him involved. He's a special player, so why wouldn't you?
What emphasis is that going to put on you and KJ this week to figure out where he's going to be?
I feel like I always pay attention where the running back's at, but with him, you just gotta know what they're trying to do, know how they're trying to attack. There's some plays that just, when he runs a seam out of the backfield, it may not be you. It kind of depends on the defensive call and where you're at and things of that nature. But obviously, I look forward to matchups like this and going against a good back like Gurley.
He's only got a couple catches in a couple of years against you guys. How equipped is this defense for that kind of challenge?
Oh no, we're ready for him. I think in the years prior, to your point, what they do differently, they didn't really get him out of the backfield like that. Most of his catches, the few that he had, were the quarterback didn't have nothing down the field, so he checked it down. But now they're trying to get him out. They're trying to whether it's on screens, whether it's down the field. I think he had a touchdown off a seam against the Cowboys. So they're going to, they're trying to get him out. They're trying to get him the ball any way possible.
Jared Goff has only been contacted by the pass rush 8 times in 4 games. Are they doing something different, or is it just improved personnel and the protection?
I don't know if they're doing anything different. They look like they may be playing a little bit better. I'll be interested to see how our pass rush does against them. He looks good. Goff looks confident and I think that's one thing I noticed from this year and last year. I think he seems more confident in the pocket, more confident in the offense, and it's kind of showing in his play.
What did you think did allow your pass rush to get going more in the second half last week?
I think we just started calling a little bit more blitzes. We started, kind of dialing up. We put ourselves in better positions. We got in a lot more third and long situations where we were able to kind of get after it. And then I think on a couple of occasions, me and KJ just kind of hugged up our back, and it kind of turned into a blitz.
You guys lose Cliff, and Marcus Smith comes in and gets a sack and a half. Jeremy Lane goes down. Coleman does what he does. You had 2 different starters at strong side linebacker. Just how good is this defensive depth all the way across the board, just all the guys you've added?
It's really good. I feel like, we knew that kind of coming into the game. It's one of our, we have a lot of depth at each position, and it's showing, when a guy comes like, Jay Lane or Cliff gets hurt and Coleman and Marcus steps in and they do great. It just shows, everybody's kind of constantly working. If you're not a starter, the guys behind the starters are preparing like they're a starter. And I think that's what makes us successful. Nobody's really, everybody's taking it as if like they're going to play in the game. And I think, when their moment comes, they're ready.
How scary is Cliff's situation in his unknown future?
I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. It's just kind of one of those things you got to take it week by week and kind of see what it is. Obviously, he has a family. He has, people that you want to think about. And, this game is not going to be forever. So if it comes to that particular point, then, obviously going to make the decision. But like I said, I don't know the severity of the injury.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. Great spirits, doing good. See him around the thing, still talking trash to everybody. So, he's the same old Cliff.
What's it like going home to play football?
It's fun. It's fun to come back and play in L.A., get to see all my family and friends. And, when I was at Utah State, we didn't really have too many California games that was that close that my family could make. So the fact that we get to kind of come back in L.A. and I get to play in front of them is fun.
How much do you look forward to just the challenge of this? I mean, they come into the game with the top-ranked scoring offense in the NFL and things like that. I mean, leading the NFC West at the moment and all that. I mean, do you allow yourself to kind of think of it from that standpoint and what kind of statements can be made or whatever in a game like this? Or?
No, I think, our motto is kind of we treat every game the same. Everything else will take care of itself. It's a big opportunity because it's a divisional game. We want to, one of our main goals here is to win a division. So obviously the first divisional game, we want to, kind of set the tone because we want to be at the tops of the division. But as far as going into the game, we don't never necessarily treat the game bigger than what it is. We feel like if we prepare and to do the things that we need to do, everything will take care of itself. So it's going to be fun. Hopefully it's hot. And, we'll be good.
Anything else? Thanks, Bobby.
Appreciate you guys.